Hello guys, welcome to Tech Pandy, hub of fresh tech videos. It's been a long time. I was planning to make a video on upcoming flagship smartphones, but I don't speak without any official confirmations. But now, I will show you which smartphones are coming up next in 2022 with confirmed leaks and renders. So, let's begin with our number one smartphone, Google Pixel 6a. Google's Pixel 6 series has been available in the market for a few months now. The new phones mark the return of Google to the flagship scene, where Google is taking a page from Apple by styling itself as a processor designer with a better control over its flagship smartphone. Now, Google is thinking of launching its trimmed down version of the Pixel 6, following their successful line of cost-effective Pixel phones. So, talking about how it would look. Here it is a picture of Pixel 6a that shows how it would look. It's identical to its bigger version, Pixel 6 Pro. The bezels on the Pixel 6a are gonna be less than its current successor, Pixel 6. Also, we have a leak of the retail box of the Pixel 6a that basically confirms the design of the handset. Unlike Pixel 6, we can see a faint pill-shaped outline around the two cameras in the visor, which is in line with the previous render I shown. We still don't know that whether the back is made up of glass or plastic to keep it cost down, but we know the camera specifications. It totally has the same camera specs and sensor as the Pixel 6 except for the main camera sensor. Instead of 50 megapixels, it would be going with the 12 megapixel sensor, which we have on the Pixel 5. Pixel 5 really takes good photos, so there won't be any problem. Talking about the chip, it would go with the same tensor chip we had on the Pixel 6 Pro. So that means it would generate the same amount of power as per the Pixel 6 Pro. Also, it will have live HDR and on-device translations. Other info includes a 6.2-inch OLED Full HD Plus display and an under-display fingerprint sensor. The storage will start at 128GB with 6GB RAM. To be honest, as per I think, Pixel 6a is going to be one of the best mid-range on upper mid-range phone in 2022. Provided about price, it will retail at $499, which is 38,650 Indian rupees. We don't usually get such powerful chipset with this price tag, except of iPhone SE. But iPhone SE is like Omni with jet engine. So, Pixel 6a would be a better option. Moving ahead to our next smartphone. It's from the same company, Google. It's Google Pixel Fold. Keeping a foot on Samsung's direction, Google is also moving ahead to create a history in their smartphone world. They are coming up with a foldable smartphone just like Samsung Z Fold. Ross Young, the display analyst, says both the Z Fold and Google's foldable will have the same inner display, which is 7.6 inch, but the outer display will differ. Google's foldable will be much smaller at 5.8 inch versus the Fold 4's 6.2 inch panel. This means the outer display of the Pixel Fold will be much wider and have more easily usable screen than the Z Fold 4. If you wonder how the Google's Pixel Fold would look like, here it is. This is not a fan-made render, but actual image found in Android 12L beta by Google itself. It seems that Pixel Fold will almost look exactly like the Oppo Find N with a squarish aspect ratio, except Google's Fold will be much bigger than the Oppo's. Also, it would be interesting to see if Google comes up with a new crease or would just go like the Samsung Z Folds or Oppo's hinge mechanism. Also, the Google Pixel Fold will be powered by the Google's Tensor 2 chip. Google will play a step back for the camera. They will not fit the Pixel 6 Pro's 52 megapixel camera. Instead, they will go with 12.2 megapixel, which is found in Pixel 5. It's not because the thickness of the phone would be an issue, but there will be a 12 megapixel ultra-wide sensor and two 8 megapixel sensor for selfies. Also, Pixel Fold will undercut Samsung's latest foldable phone by a massive $400, which means Google is planning to launch this handset at $1,399. It would be a problem for Samsung if they don't reduce their price on Z Fold 4. Launch of this handset will be with the latest Pixel 7 series on October 2022. The last phone in our list is iPhone 14 series. So, Apple introduced the notch with the iPhone 10 5 years ago in 2017. And till the date, they are using the same notch over and over, although the new models got a bit smaller notch. But the upcoming iPhone 14 Pro lineup would get a punch hole design in the display like the Samsung series, which they are doing this trend from Galaxy S10 series. So, Apple will unveil 4 new iPhone 14 variants this year, but the iPhone mini would be a miss this time. Apple is not planning to include a mini iPhone 14 in this series because of the lackluster sales of the previous mini iPhones. 2 of the iPhones will have a new front design, while the other 2 will go with the same boring notch design as iPhone 13. Now we have seen this eye-shaped cutout on render images and concept videos, but we still don't know how big would be this pill-shaped design going to be. Apart from the new shaped cutout, the Pro variants are going with much slimmer bezels than the standard variants. Also, they have a smaller cutout for the receiver. As per my view, it would seem that new cutout design would mark a significant change, but it seems like you won't be gaining much out of it. Like, look at it, compared to previous notch, it seems not that small overall. And also that you are not using the space in between. I was expecting the punch hole design concept just like the Samsung, which also covers most of the screen ratio. So, iPhone 14 Pro is not that technologically advancement as an aesthetic tweak of the current design. But other updates include 120Hz display on the Pro variants, which means 60Hz for the standard 14 variants, and that's really shameful in 2022. It would have an 48 megapixel main sensor but only for Pro variants and 12 megapixel for standard variants. But the good news on the camera is, front camera will now get autofocus and bigger aperture for portrait mode. Also, the Pro variants will get a A16 Bionic chip and standard 14 models will get previous year's A15 chip found in iPhone 13. It is supposed to be launched in October 31, 2022, and the series would price as iPhone 14 128GB model would cost at $799 and 256GB model will cost at $899. iPhone 14 Max 128GB version would cost at $899 and 256GB version would cost at $999. iPhone 14 Pro 128GB would cost at $1,099 and 256GB at $1,199. iPhone 14 Pro Max would cost at $1,199 and 256GB at $1,299. So, these were the upcoming smartphones in 2022. Hope you like this video. Please do subscribe my channel for upcoming latest tech news. Peace out.